According to the Washington Post, millions of families are at risk of eviction. Countless thousands of others have had to file bankruptcies or endure foreclosures. I've been poring through newspapers ever since May of 2021 in hopes of finding word of programs that can help me. My searches have been unsuccessful because story after story, article after article have for the most part told a one-sided account. $46 billion worth of programs have risen to be the champion of certain people affected by this crisis, the tenant. I have rarely found anything in mainstream media that conveyed my side of the story. I am the small landlord. I haven't received rent for my property since March of 2020. The newspapers say it's because of the pandemic. I say it's due to a select group of people who have chosen to use what is happening in the world to get over on people like me. This is my story. Y'all, guess what? So, y'all know one of the processes to getting the girl out my house is to post a notice on her door that basically says you have to get out the house. Now, I don't want to engage with her, so I was gonna have my friend Corinne do it. She said she'll do it. Now today, which is Sunday, June something, the end of June 26th, something like that. Well, my mom called me this morning talking somebody on their way to drive down here to pick up the letter to go post on the girl's door. They told me to grow up. They don't respect my business, y'all. They don't respect it. They told me to grow up. My booze came here to rescue me. All right, so Mom, listen. Do you guys want me to ride with y'all?
Yeah. We don't know where she live at.
I should Google that real quick. How to post a notice on your tenant's door.
Just take some tape, the note, and just put it on the door and walk away.
I know.
And if she comes to the door, say, hey, check your door.
Mom was there too when we went to court.
Went to court for what?
We went to court for her.
Oh, for her fake scratching the car?
All right, Mom, we didn't say all that. Allegedly. Allegedly. We didn't say nothing.
No, let me demonstrate that one.
All right, no. We're going to go. Let me go get ready.
This is what she did. I seen another court case. She had the towel wrapped around her hand, right? Look, this is how she had it. I know she did. She's gangster. You can tell she's gangster when you're gonna come to her house. Look at, see how I got that?
Mm-hmm.
And look at, she could have went just like this too. She could have went.
But I look the same way.
But you can't see it though. You can't see it. Look.
I know.
You can't see it, right?
Yeah.
She had her coat around her. She knew what she was doing. I don't like my face.
What's wrong with you?
Hey guys, we're in a car about to do something that I did not see myself doing, and that is driving out to the tenant's house to post this notice to her door. I'm sorry, I'm eating like chips and stuff. I did not want to have anything to do. I wanted everything to be hands off. But there are just some things that you can't outsource. So my mother and sister drove up here today to go post a letter. They drove all the way from Virginia Beach, and that's like about a 4-hour drive to do this. So I'm riding with them, so I guess we're posting the letter on the door. I don't know what to expect. What are y'all thinking?
What's your humor?
I just think we're gonna post
Mom,
a letter.
I can't stand Mom. She said, "Oh, you want your hammer?" All right, Tisha. I don't know what to expect.
I just think we're gonna post a letter and take a picture.
And that's it?
Yeah.
You think she's gonna be home?
Well, Tisha was pregnant.
No, I wasn't. I was a joke.
Joke.
Well, I could have been.
Y'all think? All right, you think she's gonna? 'Cause this is the thing. Me and Tisha don't like confrontation, do we, Tisha?
No, man.
Now I got 2 other sisters who they the confrontationers in the family, right?
Yes.
But not me and Tisha.
But I can't tell no.
Well, my thing is, I don't want to get into a situation with somebody, but
Not unless you're pushing.
yeah, so I don't go looking to get into a situation.
But you're going. What's yours?
Yeah, because as a landlord, there's just some things that you have to do before you can file for legal eviction, and one of them is you have to give them a notice to vacate,
And that's on period.
Mugga jokes. So because why you can't be over there so we can see you? Oh, there she go. So all right, so here's the best case scenario. What's our best case scenario, guys? All right, yeah, I googled it. Look it. Show them the letter, Mom. Oops, we can't show her that letter, Mom. Put that down.
Yeah, that's her name.
So you gotta put the person's name on it and then put confidential when you post it to the door. So that's what we're doing. You cannot put something in somebody's mailbox. That's illegal. The only things that are allowed to go in mailboxes are things that come through the mail. Okay, so that's one. So that's why you're posting on the door, and then we have to take a picture of it on the door, and hopefully your camera, but usually all cameras come with time stamps, so you want your camera to have a time and date stamp, because this acts as evidence in court. The next step, if it gets that far, you have to prove that you gave her notice to vacate. So the proof is coming in the posting on the door, plus we're sending her a letter, priority mail. We're not doing certified mail because the lawyer said a lot of times they just avoid signing for it. But if you do priority mail, you get your mail receipt showing it's been mailed, you know, and then of course they can still say I never got it, but that's just what it is. But the proof is that they got so many notifications that you have to leave the premises and that you gave them enough time. So that's why we're driving out here, because today is June what?
27th.
Is it the 27th? Today's June 27th. So we need her to have this notice before July kicks in, because we're giving her till July 31st to vacate the premises. So that's why this is happening now. So best case scenario, we post a notice on the door and we get back in our car and we go home. And possibly also get some pictures of the property.
Oh yeah.
While we're there.
The best case is she may hand you your rent money.
No, that's not the best case, because by this point I want her out.
But you still can get out. She can still hand you your rent money.
At this point, like, I cannot trust you. I cannot, you know what I mean? Like, this is just too much.
Yeah.
I want to be done with you and that property.
Yeah, and we have to take the pictures for no damage.
So
DNA of the DMV.
we almost there, y'all. We almost there. I was telling her about the last step of the eviction, of how it can cost the landlord about $3,000 to do all the final steps. And so Tisha asked me, do I regret being a landlord now with all of this? And my answer is this. I have to got the camera. My answer is, I never wanted to be a landlord in the first place. You know how some people say, like, their dream is they want to own property and they want to have this and that was never my dream. I became a landlord out of the circumstances of me wanting to move and buy another house, but the market changed, so I couldn't necessarily sell the house that I had. So that's why I became a landlord. So I would say regret. I don't regret it, because I feel like I'm learning so much. Plus, I feel like I'm doubling down on the fact that I don't want to be a landlord. But I said this even before anything was going wrong. Like, I don't want to have a bunch of property with people in them. It's just too much. It's too much. Because the thing about being a landlord is you can find the best tenant in the world, but life still happens. things happen in people's lives, whether it's surgery, whether it's health, whether it's death, whether it's always something happening. And that's what I don't want to deal with, because that's outside of my control. Yeah, so I just feel like, yeah, this is unfortunate, and don't nobody want to have to go through the headaches of dealing with all of this. But I feel like there's always something good that can come out of stuff. And I think what's good is coming out of it is we're all being educated, we're all learning more. You know,
but she didn't get that until the COVID came out.
Yeah, I mean, she was paying her rent every month.
Yeah,
every month I was getting her rent in the mail.
Really never had no
exactly. For 11 years, I never had to chase her down for her rent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I never had to be like, oh, here she goes, she late on her rent. I've never had that issue. So for this to be the case, this is just not. This is like I couldn't call this. Mm-hmm. I couldn't call, like, this is something that I couldn't call. Only thing before this, the only thing that was annoying to me, again, with coming being a landlord, was when you had to go fix things. Ma, you know, right? I'd be like, I have to go fix this, or I have to go fix that.
Yeah.
Those things.
But it wasn't all the time, though.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was her fault. It was just the wear and tear of having a property. Just like in my house, things break and you have to fix it. So being a landlord, I didn't like that either. The fact that it's like, you gotta fix stuff. You have to have things fixed. And you know. So yeah, so that's my thing. So like I said, I don't know. It's just very interesting. Like I said, I can see for 11 years it was a history of she late on her rent, or she's sporadic on her rent, or oops, I didn't. But we didn't have that back and forth. She always paid her rent. And then March rolled around and suddenly she didn't.
Yeah. She ain't communicating with you either.
Right? Especially after all that we did do for her. But, you know.
Because she was even paying after she got out of jail.
After she got out, but she didn't pay the 3 months that she was in. Mm-hmm. But that was fine. You know what I mean? Right. And that was years ago. Mm-hmm. You know. But yeah, after she got out, she resumed paying. She probably could have paid, because she was probably getting the same source of income that she was getting, you know, while she was in jail. She was probably still getting it, whatever she gets.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's unpredictable. But that's the case with all businesses. They're all unpredictable. You know, you have some people who opened up, let's say, like a franchise, and then it did well, and then some catastrophe hit, and suddenly that location is a horrible location now. Or they built a franchise somewhere, and then somebody else a competitor opened up something better across the street, and now their business is slow. That happened with we have like a lot of mom and pop delis that work around business locations. Mm-hmm. Think about that. And then when pandemic hit, nobody's going into the office, so those mom and pop delis no longer had a customer base.
Right. Yes.
So there's a risk with all businesses. Mm-hmm. But this is why I feel like at the end of the day, you save your money. You save your money, because even when you riding high, you don't know what can shift, which way the wind can shift, and now you riding something else. So save your money, and you don't have to worry about the stress of the ups and downs of life in the economy. Save your money. Save.
Yes. Save.
I wish I would have known her face was gonna look like that. I would have made my face look like that too.
No, but I don't even know if I got her face. Oh my God, I can't.
Mom got jokes.
Oh,
we got it. All right, y'all, we got it done.
Look, I need business, and she.
We got it done. We got it done. Yeah, I had to look like I mean business, just in case.
I didn't even know you was getting out the car.
You told me I had to go take the picture. So listen, we got it done, guys, and there was no incident. Without incident. And the lawyer also emailed me and sent me a receipt that he sent off the letter priority mail as well. So that's there. And so now we can track it.
And that lets us know when it's been delivered. So. What, Mom? We did real work.
Tanisha, you didn't want to drive back?
You want me to drive back? Yeah, I can drive back.
Okay, yeah, you
All
can drive
right.
back.
Yeah, I'll drive back.
But Tanisha, let me see your camera.
Oh Lord, they about to come out here. And I was just like, hello.
My Tisha had my back. Oh, thank you, my pinky
So
pie.
you said the whole time. It wasn't the other two. They just showed theirs. But look, it looked like somebody was up in the...
My pookie bro.
Something is wrong with you.
She drove all the way over here just to save me. I didn't know who those people were.
I think they're waiting for us to move.
Let me go hang out, Tanisha.
Mom, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You had me come out the house looking like this. Look at that. All of that. They helped me out, y'all. So we got that done. I'm happy. I'm excited. Because this is one step down. We got both of the notices out. Me and Tisha got a headache.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Hello.
Shauna.
Why y'all both together?
Me and Tisha got a headache.
Yeah, sister, something's wrong with her.
Because we had to go to the Maryland
That's not why
place
I have a headache.
and put a note on the door, and Tisha's nervous and I'm nervous.
I was not nervous because I didn't think anything was gonna happen.
Did y'all already put a note on the door?
Yeah, I just have a headache because of these ponytails.
Nah, because we got a headache because we're nervous.
Huh?
Well, nobody nervous. She said that you and Keisha like to fight a lot.
Yeah, so y'all should have came. Y'all about this life, not me and Tisha.
So what happened? Somebody came to the door?
Sure, ain't nobody come.
No.
Tanisha, Morgan and Tanisha said. Won't nobody come. Morgan and Tanisha said.
No, I didn't.
I said, I just thought we was supposed to.
Mom was acting like they was going to come out the house and jump us. So poor Tisha now, she got to take BC
Just because
powder.
of my.
So,
But ain't nobody come up the door.
Nah, man.
Oh my God.
They was looking at me through the. They were looking at me through the window.
So why didn't you come to save me?
I went to church, girl. I didn't have
You
time
told
for
Oh, good. You prayed for us. You prayed for us, girl. Thank you.
Well, I ain't prayed too hard and broke my front door, broke my window.
What?
OMG, Shauna.
Yeah. I'm about to go up with the police because she's not answering my calls. She'll call me back. She's busy right now.
Oh,
wow. No.
It's your eviction. What she got? 30 days to go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 30 days. Well, July 31st is her last day. And that's the day that the her Section 8 voucher. So Section 8 is paying one more payment on July 1st. And that's it.
Oh, okay.
And so once again, if I could do this again, which I feel like everything is perfect, but if I could do it again, I would wait to report it to Section 8 only because I didn't know Section 8 would just cut you off like that, but they not telling her she has to leave.
Oh, dang.
You know what I'm saying? Like I called Section 8 to say, well, do you guys give her notice that she has, they're like, no. So basically, y'all did everything to get her in my place, but you do nothing to get her out my place.
Wow.
But you stopped paying me.
And she could just stay here for free.
So really, technically, I wish that I would have not told Section 8 and I would have just started the proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way...
Still got paid off her voucher?
Exactly. I still could have got paid from Section 8 while the proceedings, and then at the end I could have set my proceedings into Section 8.
Okay.
I think because Section 8 is tricky. It could have went that way, or Section 8 could have did the whole, oh, you owe us now in retrospect. Because you didn't report. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was like, this is crazy. And so part of getting her out in Maryland is you have to give her the notice, but you got to try to prove that you gave her notice because it's very easy for her to say, I never got notice, you know. Like you don't leave if nobody told you to leave. So she can say, well, nobody told me I had to leave. So therefore we sent a notice priority mail and then we had to go post it on the door. So that's what me and Tisha just did. And that's why we have headaches.
Did y'all film yourselves posting it on the door?
We don't know. Mom was filming.
You know what?
Tanisha came back with her thug look on her face.
But I had to take pictures of her posting it on the door. So I took pictures.
Oh.
And I had to take pictures of it on the door, you know, with the address, proving it's the door.
And I think someone was looking through the window at me.
Yeah, then they gave Tinesha a headache.
Because I thought they was going to come to the door to open it. And I was going to be like, hello, I'm your friendly neighbor.
But so like I said, so she gets the 30-day notice. And then on August 1st, I go back. And if she didn't move out or if she hasn't arranged to get her keys and stuff to me beforehand, then I go to court to file for eviction.
July 31st.
On August 1st.
Oh, August 1st. Okay.
Yeah. And then the courts will then set a court date. Then you go to the court date. Then they'll give a date. They'll say either she's going to be evicted or no, she's not going to be evicted. And if they say yes, it might give her another 2 weeks to get out. And then I go back, and if I find out in the 2 weeks she's not out, then I go back to court and file another thing for the sheriff.
The sheriff to assist she would get her out of there.
Yes. So it's a whole. That's why they say evictions can take up to 2 months because of the back and forth. And then I was just telling Ma and Tinesha, with the sheriff, you got to bring your own crew. You got to bring the crew of movers plus a locksmith and all of that.